Hello, happy Transfer Tuesday. This is our first Transfer Tuesday of November, and we have a lot to go over, especially since last Friday was a payday Friday, so we have so many automatic transfers, as well as a lot of our debt payments. So I'm going to try to go in order of when these transfers occurred. However, I may forget and be a little bit out of order. So we'll start with my paycheck. Last Wednesday, I was paid, and with my paycheck, I contribute 4% to my retirement account. My employer matches that 4%. Well, they match 200% of that 4%, so they really put in 8%, plus they put in a base 2.5%. So I really get 10.5% from my employer just for contributing 4% of my pay. So for me, that was $196.92 contributed from my paycheck, and then my employer contributed $516.89. I also paid my retirement account loan with my paycheck, and that was $236.22, and that went right into my retirement account also, bringing my total retirement contributions to $950.03. And then also with my paycheck, I contributed $20 to my FSA, which is a health savings account. And that money gets taken out of my paycheck before taxes are calculated. So also last week, I had an Acorns Roundup contribution of $5.06. If you don't know about Acorns Roundups, it's a feature that they have where you link your debit cards, credit cards, and any purchases that you make. They round up the change, and when you hit $5 worth of rounded up change, they withdraw that from your checking account and deposit it into your brokerage account. So I had that roundup contribution at the end of last week. And then on Friday, my husband got paid, and he contributes 3% to his retirement account, and his employer matches just 3%. The company that he works for is very small, and so they have something called a simple IRA, and it's actually required by law that they can't contribute more than 3%, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's better than nothing. So his contribution towards retirement was $107.65, and his employer matched that exactly, bringing his total contribution to $215.30. So at the end of October, our interest payment came for our high yield savings account, and that amounted to $84.60. And that's going to play a part in my transfer today. So our final automatic contribution to savings was my recurring contribution to Acorns, which is just $5. And that happens every month on the first Monday. And then, because it's the beginning of the month, we had another automatic payment, and that was our mortgage, which always gets paid at the very beginning of the month. And that is $2,705.45. That's a pretty large mortgage payment, but we did just get our annual escrow analysis, and it looks like our mortgage will be going down starting in December by about $100. So that'll be really helpful towards our savings and debt payoff journey. And so now finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, or the moment that I've been looking forward to the most, is transferring into our savings account the final amount that we were able to contribute this month to our new roof savings. So as a bit of a sneak preview for my budget recap that's coming out later this week, the total amount that we're going to be able to contribute this month is a little bit more than what we budgeted, not by much. But in order to meet that amount, combined with the interest that was earned in that account, today I'm going to be transferring $2,745.40. So that is probably my biggest transfer so far. And a lot of that is because I had a 3 paycheck month. So that's not quite a full paycheck's amount, but it's pretty close. So that brings our total amount in our savings account to $45,830. And this is a combination of our roof savings and our emergency fund. And the rest of the savings is spread out among many of my other accounts. So that was a pretty big transfer today, but I don't know that we'll have quite that much to transfer next week because of this large transfer. Every little bit counts. If you're making a big transfer or a tiny transfer, the important thing is that you're making money moves in a positive direction. So let me know in the comments what money moves you made this week. If you're interested in seeing more money moves, then I would appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button so you can follow along. Thank you for being here.